Hello and welcome back to the Mr. Blueberry Cheesecake channel. As you may have seen, I am now at over 1700 ELO, meaning that I am officially a Polytopia tryhard. And not just a Polytopia tryhard, but I am a small continents Polytopia tryhard. Achieving over 1700 ELO is an enormous task, and I actually got challenged to get there by our friend I Know Funny, who actually started uploading videos about Polytopia as well, so definitely make sure to check out his channel as well. I'll link him in the description. But 1700 ELO it was an amazing journey, and I will go and show you the game that got me to 1705 ELO, because the game before it was not that spectacular. This game was pretty interesting. We are facing off against Elyrion, who had a larger continent than I did, but we managed to get more ruins. This one was actually not even discovered in the game. Well, it was discovered, but never captured. And these two were not perfect, but this one was really good. But we'll get to that in a second. This game turned out to be a really cool way of showing how, although Kickoo is usually the tribe that is really strong on the water, Elyrion can be a really efficient counter as long as you play them right. And we will get to that right now. So let's start off and check and see. Turn this on. And let's see. So our opponent starts off with a very aggressive push here, starting to go for this section as well as this section over here, but they also opt to go for the lighthouse, which is going to be a pivotal thing in a second. For us though, I'm not sure why this animal is glowing. Like and subscribe for more questionable things in Polytopia. Our warrior is going this way because this fruit indicates a village, and this animal might indicate the village as well. So that's why we're going over here first. Our city, our capital, is not looking too fantastic. We need 2 technologies in combination with that lighthouse to upgrade it, or we need to get a very expensive port, which is not great. It's not what we want to do. Like I said, they go for the lighthouse. And let's get to the end of their turn. They do find a village over here, which they will be able to upgrade with just organization, which is good for them. We found our first village. Good. Opponent finds another village with their Polytar. This is, of course, the strong suit of Elyrion, their rapid expansion. And then after the rapid expansion, you need to capitalize on your gains by using sanctuaries to really pump up the eco. So here I make a questionable decision to get another warrior for that lighthouse. It's not optimal to just get that lighthouse every time with a warrior, but in this case I felt like it may be worth it because our continent is looking like it's pretty big for a small continent. So in that case, it is quite often that you get both organization and hunting. So in that case, it does make sense to get the warrior. Opponent grabs forestry. And they delay capture, which is interesting because I'm not sure why you would do that. They definitely could have just captured that village. So why they didn't really beats me. May have forgotten to do that, because they were right to get forestry pre-capture. But this, no. So we find that other village here. Can upgrade that. I'm going to confirm my suspicions with the explorer. I see a bunch of ruins, and we see that our opponent is in fact playing Elyrion. See a river over here. That might be a way for our opponent here to just rush us with riders, even though Elyrion, it's too much force for that usually. It's not great, but it could work. Now they capture again, and this is a real misplay on their part. I need to call them out on both of these misplays. They could have upgraded their capital with a lumber hut for 3 stars, upgrading their economy to 6 stars per turn, or even if they opted for an explorer, they would have been able to still put down a sanctuary the next turn. So this is definitely a misplay on their part. Pretty quiet turn for us. We just grab a couple of warriors. One to go over here for this village. One to explore over here. We see a fruit here. Might be a village down there. And this guy can walk along the edge to find, or maybe not find, a ruin. Spoiler, he does. So now they get that sanctuary. And they move their units. Not sure why you would move this warrior over here, because there is nothing it can see. You know that there's a water towel here, and well, you know where the ruins are, so questionable. You can't be certain that there's no land over here, so that may have been better to walk over here or something. Or at least just over here. Or just leave it. Ah, finds a ruin. We get org. Wait, we just get both of them? No. Why is this farmland glowing? Mid you one. Please. We get some upgrades. Get some workshop. 10 stars per turn at the end of turn 5 is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. At that point, you want to have your economy going. You want to be ready to get onto the water and start fighting Elyrion before they can take over with their perfect economy based warfare. Opponent here takes organization. They don't need it. They don't need it. If they had placed another sanctuary over here, that would have been so great for them. I'm not sure. My opponent was playing as if they were playing on large continents or something. It's just too slow. Not sure what they were trying to achieve here. Yet another misplay. They get an explorer here. Even though they don't have fishing. That's just... I'm not sure what our opponent was doing. We get some free upgrades. Take another explorer here. And I take that because, well, I'm certain that there's no village that is blocking this explorer. It will go here first, but then the only other direction it can go is over here. So it's worth it to get some of that vision. And now we also know that there's a village over here that we are probably going to be first to get to. Still, that hanging population is so infuriating to me. Now they meet us. Good explorer from the opponent. so many hanging populations. I'm not sure what our opponent is doing here anymore. They're just trying to annoy me into secession, I guess. We get construction from our ruin. I'm not going to use that at all. Now they upgrade. They get ramming, which is honestly just the perfect technology for them. If they want to stop me from winning the game, they need to up their game and not make this many misplays. Honestly, the stars I didn't need, but they were great. Now let's take that explorer here. See what's cooking on the other side of the map. Find another lighthouse. We see that they haven't even taken that final city over here. We just keep spamming out units to get onto the water, to be dominant, to just assert dominance basically. But what our opponent is doing with all of these hanging populations is really making me mad. Now we get ramming, we start pinning this port, which I was not aware that they had ramming, so good for them. Their economy is still not catching up, it's just too slow. They were wasting their stars so much on that before, which is just unfortunate. Now we pin this port. Once again, we just make them figure out a way to deal with this. Well, we just build up our army here. And I even do this, get a rammer to make sure they don't just kill that. What I also do is I delay upgrading this city until a couple more turns so that I'm certain that this city will have an explorer that will go this way and reveal the lighthouse, so that I can get the final lighthouse and the monument. Not sure why you would hit there. They do manage to stop our pin once again. Well done. But yeah, we are forcing them to spend so many stars on their units that they are not able to make use of Elyrion's great economy. As you can see, also their sanctuaries, they're not perfect in terms of their spots. Just place one over here, man, rather than here, because this will give you 3 stars per turn extra. That's amazing. Then just place one over here and you'll be rolling in the dough in a second. But the perfect choices, but the worst execution. Now I opt to not go for that ruin. Like I said, I wanted to get that explorer. And I also just want to block them from taking this city to basically ensure that naval dominance will be in my hands and that there will be no way for them to stop me. It gets sailing, which is another hefty investment. Now we get that lighthouse and we go for that ruin. Take that explorer. We see their capital, and we see that final lighthouse. Now we have full vision. Free upgrade. Bada bing, bada boom. Pin that city. Make a misplay here. Don't make this a rammer, but I didn't have the economy for it anyways. And then the replay got stuck. What the heck? Let's try that again. Yeah, they are investing so many stars into their army at this point. They are really desperate to not lose this naval battle that they've already lost. And this is going to be the final touch. I'm just able to ignore this rammer over here. I'm not sure why I would be fearing that thing if I have this many units on the water here. And then, as a final touch, we're going to get ourselves a giant in this section of the map. We know that they don't have vision on it yet, because they didn't take explorers in these villages, and not even this one. Now this one they did, but I'm pretty confident that that didn't go perfectly this way. So just getting a giant over here, plopping it into a boat, and then just absolutely wreaking havoc on this section of the map that is underdefended. Yeah, it's going to be lethal. And this is where our opponent gives up. Let's take a look at the scores. Yep. That is 1700 ELO for you. Now, I can call myself a professional even more. It's been amazing. Once again, thanks to I Know Funny for challenging me to get to 1700 ELO. It's been an amazing learning experience under you, my sensei, and I will definitely be trying to get even better at the game. Maybe we can even get to 1800 or 1900, 2000s. But I'm not catching up to my subscribers, which you should definitely subscribe to my channel, which is amazing. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. And there's maybe some series and some other things coming this way in the coming weeks to months, I would say. So definitely stay tuned for that. With that all being said and done, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.